Good morning, everybody. Okay, we're going to go on to the second move, which is called gathering chi to the three Dan Chens. You actually have more than three Dan Chens, but the three main ones are the third eye, otherwise known as the sixth chakra, the Dan Chen proper, right underneath the navel, which is the third chakra, and the root chakra at the base of the perineum. And basically, what we're going to do is gather chi to each of those three Dan Chens to kind of recharge the system. So you have to be a little careful, a little mindful when you do this, because you don't just gather chi up to the third Dan Chen, the upper Dan Chen, and just leave it there. You leave some of it there, but some of it you sink all the way back down to the Dan Chen. This is the ocean of chi. So this is the main reservoir. But you sort of charge this, you can feel like it's charging, and then like there's a golden line that goes down the body, the center of the body to the Dan Chen. And you're lighting up the upper Dan Chen and that whole channel down to the Dan Chen. All right. So when you do this, all right, there are several ways to do it. In the past, we've been doing it the way Master Zhang, my teacher, did it. And he did it like this, which is a perfectly fine way to do it. But we're not going to do it that way this time. We're going to do it the way Master Feng did it. I like it better, actually, and it's a little easier to do. And it's just a big round circle. And you gather handfuls of chi and breathe it into the third eye, and then relax and sink it down the body to the Dan Chen. So now this whole upper register is lit up inside, all right? When you do this, here's my breathing technique. You can use your own, all right? But this is a simple one. Neutral. Breathe in. And then as you sink the chi, breathe out. Neutral. Breathe in. Breathe out. Neutral. When you breathe in, come up a little bit into the chest, just a little bit, and very gently contract your abdomen. And then as you breathe out, sink from your chest to your lower back and relax your abdomen. So hopefully you can hear my breathing pattern. I'm breathing loudly on the exhale at least. Um, the only thing I would add to that is personally, I breathe really deeply. When I take a lungful, I'm filling everything up, not just my lungs, but my whole body. All right? And then purse your lips and breathe all the way out so everything is empty. I don't have any trouble staying in the neutral until we gather again. So that's my breathing rhythm. However, you should breathe in whatever rhythm works well for you. We're different people. We all have different rhythms. I like that rhythm. You may like a different one. But in general, all these exercises, when you bring qi into the body, you breathe in. When you sink qi to the dantian, or you push qi out to the world, you breathe out, in general. One more thing, and that's working with the microcosmic orbit, the Renmai in front and the Dumai in back. The Zhongmai in the middle will hold you up. But you want to exercise your microcosmic orbit too, and it's kind of a simple one. It's one where the Zhongmai in the middle, sometimes you're using the Renmai in front, sometimes you're using the Dumai in back, and it's a very simple pattern. When you reach your arms up, your Dumai in back is activated. You can feel it. And then as you bring in, it switches from your Dumai in back to your Renmai in front. So you go from the back to the front, and then sink from the chest down to the lower back and relax. Back, front, including the chest, and then sink into the lower back again. Okay, so that's the upper register. The other registers work roughly the same way. The middle register, reach out and grab and pull it directly into the dantian. Now, everything I just said still applies, even though we're not in the upper register, we're in the middle register, but still, now I'm in my back, in the Dumai, running up and down my back. And as I bring it in to the dantian, I switch inside to the Renmai in front. And I also come up just a little bit into the Tanzhong. Back, front into the Tanzhong, and now relax. The hands don't move much, but you should still be relaxing from the Tanzhong in front to the lower back. All right. Let me come up closer to the camera. All right, I'm in my back. Breathe it into the dantian, and as you do, you come up into your Tanzhong, right? And now relax from your Tanzhong into your lower back and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and then relax into the lower back and breathe out. Breathe in, contract the abdomen, come up into the chest, and then relax, drop into the lower back and breathe out. One more point, and it's true for every exercise and every position. But this is one where, because you're coming straight into the dantian, you might focus just straight on the Danshan. And you should have a little focus on the Danshan, but actually you should be focusing on your whole body. When you're bringing qi into the body, you can also think of it as bringing oxygen into the body. Right? They're closely related. Right? You bring it in not just through the Danshan, into the Danshan, but actually it fills the whole body. You can feel it filling up your arms and your legs, your trunk, your head, everything. Right? So when I'm doing that exercise and I'm saying fill the body, what it feels like to me is I'm increasing the pressure inside my body. And it goes all the way out to my skin in every direction. I can feel it. It's like my skin is expanding. And now the lower register. All right. So when you do the upper register, you're gathering mainly yang qi from quote unquote heaven. All right. When you do the middle register, you're gathering a mix of yin and yang from all the living things on the face of the earth, right? The force. And when you do in the lower register, you're gathering yin qi from earth. So let me just demonstrate this. And I want you to watch the pattern that I do. I'm going to stand a little sideways. So what am I doing? When you gather yin qi from earth, you draw it up through the perineum and then up the tailbone. Up the tailbone to the Mingmen, which is about right at the level of your Danshan and your back. All right, so the perineum, the tailbone to the Mingmen acupuncture point, and then you roll it forward into the Danshan. Now you're lighting up the lower register from the perineum up to the Danshan. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, contract the abdomen. Breathe out, relax the abdomen. Up into the Tanzhuang, center chest. And then relax into the lower back and breathe out. And watch once more. When I gather, right, I come up behind my own butt. Actually, what you're doing is circling the great trochanter. You come up the back and then roll it forward into the Danshan. just stay in neutral and breathe in, breathe out. And relax. All right. Now, we've just gathered a lot of qi, yang qi from heaven, yin qi from earth, mixed qi from the center, and we've mixed it in with our old, all that new qi in with our old qi. Now we need to mix all of it up. So it's just exactly like cooking. You put all the ingredients in a big bowl and now you got to mix them all up together, right? We'll go into this exercise in more detail next week, but this is the third exercise, just called mixing. And reverse. Reverse. before we go, I'm going to tell you a story. Many years ago, when I was in Master Zhang's class, we did this routine in Golden Gate Park. And while we were doing it, I kind of glanced over to the side and there was a fox there. A fox walked up to our circle. We did it in a big circle, and probably 20 of us or so. And he just sat down and he watched us. And he probably stayed there for 10 or 15 minutes, just watching what those human beings were doing. Another story comes to mind. I think you're going to remember this one. Years ago, we did a workshop, and where was the name of the place?
It was up north.
Up north.
Healdsburg.
Healdsburg,
Yeah.
outside of Healdsburg, on a farm outside of Healdsburg. It was very, very beautiful. And we were in a big circle doing this routine. And I think Annie was the one who noticed it. A big hawk came flying in and perched in a tree, maybe 10 feet up above us, and just sat there and watched us. And watched us for a good half an hour or so. It's very interesting to see animals' response
to this energy.
To this kind of energy. It's just interesting. Okay, guys. Salute our masters. Salute your classmates. If you're going to stay for beginning Tai Chi, give me 10 minutes. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Ciao.